the old entertainment business, it quite often pays to give the audience exactly what they want. The only problem WWE have is that sometimes that audience consists of precisely one person. That might come as a bit of a shock given we're so frequently told about record crowds and numbers of network subscribers, but if you're ever confused as to just what it is you're watching on WWE, keep in mind it might not be designed to entertain you, it might be designed to entertain a 72-year-old haunted tree. Now, fair play, Vince McMahon probably does know more about wrestling in his big old swinger than we do in our entire bodies. You presume the thing's got a mind of its own. Anyway, but that still doesn't stop us venting our displeasure. Sadly, the yes movement to one side, WWE have an annoying habit of not really giving a single shit what we want, do they? So, my name is Adam Cleary, and these are 7 fan protests totally ignored by WWE. Number 7, the Cesaro section. The year is 2018, and somehow Vince McMahon still only sees Cesaro as an odd couple tag team wrestler. Despite being one of the most proficient and exciting in-ring workers the company has, he spends most of his time on the outside of it with his arm outstretched. Fans have tried, and oh how they have tried, to get him the singles push he so richly deserves, and never has that been better manifested than the Cesaro section. What started as just a few big fans of the Swiss Superman managing to get themselves on hard camp, it quickly became a organic groundswell of support that was visible at virtually every single WWE event. Yep, the most visible, natural and consistent show of support they had seen since the Yes movement itself. And where is Cesaro today? He's in an odd couple tag team. Ugh. Number 6, we want Hardy. The whole wrestling world knows the story behind Edge and Lita. Basically, an incredible woman ditched her boyfriend to get with a guy called Adam, a tale as old as time. With his reaction to this being understandably unprofessional, WWE fired him on the spot. But the fans, who had clearly decided to side with the jilted Hardy, hijacked every single show in protest with chants of "We want Hardy." The story gets remembered as WWE then steering into this and deciding to make both a storyline and a little bit of money out of it. But what gets forgotten is that they flat out ignored these protests for 3 full months. In wrestling, that is a long time. Number 5, Zack Ryder. But where Matt Hardy caught a bit of a break with the WWE finally acquiescing to the fans, Zack Ryder got pretty much the opposite look. In what I think I'm right in saying would be an industry first, Zack Ryder went the long way around management and got himself super over off the strength of his social media output alone. First, he built this great presence, and then a strong following came not long after. At first, it looked like WWE were going to try and capitalize on this success and put the United States title on him before we got what was one of the most painful to watch burials seen outside of the Big Show's father. He got his girlfriend stolen, they pushed him off the ramp in a wheelchair, he got made to look like an absolute no-hoper, and despite fan protests that have rumbled on for months and even years now, they have had their fingers firmly in their ears. Number 4, the Raw after WrestleMania 29. Alright, so yes, the Raw after WrestleMania doesn't normally conform to the logic of booking or storyline or even physics at times, but the one after Mania 29 was something else. Fandango's music somehow soundtracked the entire night. Dolph Ziggler got an Austin-level pop as a heel for cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase, and the crowd on the main event from the greatest possible height. Sheamus and Randy Orton, who are arguably 2 of WWE's most WWE guys, had their match completely hijacked by a crowd who wanted to show the company that they straight up did not want this predictable, plodding style in their main events. 5 years later, and nothing has changed. Number 3, CM Punk. We are still chanting for CM Punk, and in this age of Roman's spectacularly mishandled top guy push, we arguably need him now more than we ever have. But are they listening? Are they The fact is simply that just like every single megastar who leaves the company, we will not forget about them until they're replaced by somebody who either does what they did or does something brand new altogether. Sadly, there is nobody on the roster who can elicit all the same qualities that CM Punk had. Bryan's arguably a better worker in the ring, but as we're starting to remember now, not all that great at promos. The Miz is maybe on his level in terms of mic work, but he'll never ever get over as an anti-establishment hero. This could go on forever. Number 2, literally everything about John Cena. For about 15 years now, John Cena has been positioned as one of, if not the, biggest baby faces in all of WWE. The only problem is that for about 13 years now, he has been getting booed out of every building he goes in. Steve Austin, The Rock, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan. The fact is, in WWE, you only go thermonuclear as a face if you're anti-establishment, if you're kicking against the pricks, if you're sharing the fans' frustrations at the product they're watching. Now, obviously, they have tried to position Cena as doing that, but nobody is buying it. Fans have been crying out for over a decade for them just to pull the trigger on John Cena's heel turn and at least make him halfway interesting. But WWE take long, hard looks at that front row, see all the children wearing their t-shirts and their sweatbands and their little hats and just refuse to do it. Number 1, Rusev Day. Hopefully you're watching this video sometime in the future and thinking, Rusev Day, Cleary? Are you mental? The gimmick that turned him into one of the company's biggest ever faces and led to the best period in the dude's entire career. Rusev Day, ignored by WWE? Who knows, time may indeed end up making a bit of a tit of me, but at the time of recording, every single time there's a huge Rusev Day chant, WWE are all in the back collectively, very sensibly going, no, he's a heel, no, I'm not listening. It is so over that Aiden English's elimination, not Rusev's, Aiden English's elimination from the 2018 Royal Rumble elicited mild booing. That is crazy. That is absolutely insane. He's done more with dancing pecs and 2 words than Roman has in the entire last 18 months. Not that it's helped either of them. So there you have it. Those were the biggest fan protests that WWE simply have not listened to. Let us know what you make of it all by leaving a comment below, and of course, shout out your own while you're there. Then please do like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, my name has been Adam Cleary. I'll see you soon.